Good morning, students. Today we are going to begin chapter 4, A Truly Beautiful Mind. A truly beautiful mind. We are going to learn in this lesson about a genius, Albert Einstein. So here we go. Please take page number 47 of your English textbook. We are doing unit number 4. Let's go. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city of Ulm, without any indication that he was destined for greatness. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was freak. To her, his head seemed too much too large. To her, his head seemed much too large. Okay. About Albert Einstein. When was he born, student? I've written a question over here. When and where was he born? So, student, he was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city of Ulm. Now, what did his mother say? What was she feeling? She felt that mother thought Albert was a freak. What is the meaning of freak, student, over here? Look here, it's given here. Something unusual. A word used disapproving to talk about a person who is unusual and doesn't behave, look or think like others. When I am sending you the meaning, I will be sending on the board. I will be writing on the board. The meaning of freak is unusual. So, mother used to find him little different than the others. Now, she never knew that. She never knew without any indication, without any sign that he was destined for greatness. What is that greatness? Let's see. Come to the second paragraph. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talking. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. See, students, till the age of 2.5, he was not speaking, he was not talking. Like normal children, like we, when we are born and all, by the time we are 1.5, we start speaking something. He was not able to talk anything, he wasn't talking. Was he really not able to communicate? Why was it? But what happened? When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. So, after 2.5 years old, when he started to speak, he uttered everything twice. 2 times he would say it, he would repeat again. Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and also his playmates. And they called him boring brother. Underline that. They call him boring brother or brother boring. Why did they call that brother boring? Because he did not know what to do with his friends, with his playmates. And so, he also did not know what to talk to them or what to tell them. So, they used to find very bored to play with him. So, the youngsters played by himself much of the time. He especially loved mechanical toys. What type of toys did he love, students? The mechanical toys. Underline that, mechanical toys. Looking at his newborn sister Maja, he said to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels? Fine, but where are her wheels?" Now, students, why do you think that Einstein would ask for the wheels? Because, students, his interest was in mechanical toys. He loved to play with mechanical toys. And therefore, what did he ask? Where are her wheels? When he played with mechanical toys, they seemed to have some wheels. They would move. When you started winding and all, then it would move. And so, he is asking where are her wheels. A headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter. What Einstein chose as a profession, that wouldn't matter, because he will never make a success at anything. Underline the student. Because he will not make success at anything. He won't be a successful person. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6. He learned to play the violin at the age of 6. Underline that. Because his mother wanted him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. So students, over here, what is this? He became a gifted amateur. I have written that in Hindi for you to pronounce that word correct, because many of the students pronounce that word wrongly. It's amateur. Okay? It's not amateur or anything. It's amateur violinist. What is the meaning of amateur, students? It's given over here. Doing something for personal enjoyment rather than as a profession. Doing something for the personal enjoyment rather than a profession. Now, students, what did the headmaster tell him? Tell his mother, he told that he will never make a success at anything. Student, should you be taking like this comments seriously? No, you should know the capacities within you, what you are. You should also challenge. You shouldn't take it negatively, but start working on what is said. Okay? Now, I want to ask you the question. What type of toys did he play with or he loved? He loved mechanical toys. And what was the name of his sister? His sister's name was Maja. I also want to ask you, though I repeated that question before I ask you, when and where was Einstein born? He was born in the city of he was born in the German city of Ulm. Okay? I'll be sending you the questions later on. Now, come to the next paragraph. Before that, one more question. When did he start playing violin? He started playing or began to learn and play violin at the age of 6. And who wanted him to learn that? Who was interested that he should learn? His mother. His mother wanted him to become a violinist. And later on, he becomes that. So now let's come to the next paragraph. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. Einstein hated the school's regimentation and often clashed with his teachers. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled there that he left the school for good. So you see, students, what happens to Einstein? What is the meaning of regimentation? Is the regulations. Regimentation over here, I want you to underline that word, regimentation. The meaning of regimentation is order or discipline taken to an extreme, which is given to you over here. I also will be writing you the meaning as I'll be sending you, and on the board, the meaning is regulation. Now, he felt that the school discipline was too much. And at what age did he leave the school, student? He felt stifled over there. What is the meaning of stifled? What is the meaning of stifled, student? He felt suffocated, unable to breathe because of the strict discipline of the school. And so, at the age of 15, he felt stifled and he left the school for good. But when he was 15 months, what happened to him, students? The family had moved to the different place. And which was that place? They had gone to Munich. Now, in the first paragraph it is given, but Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old. So when he was 15 months old, they had shifted to Munich. Now, the previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. After prolonged discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland city. Underline, student, in German-speaking Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. Liberal, what is the meaning of liberal, students? Very open-minded. Open-minded than Munich. In the Munich, he had felt very suffocated. He was not able to breathe there. But in the Switzerland, how was it? German-speaking Switzerland, it was very liberal. It was very free. And there he would enjoy. Then, Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics. And after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. Underline these, students. You can see the words that I have underlined, I want you also to underline. But science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache. Mustache, you know, you can see over here his photos. Who is he? Einstein. Einstein in 1955. Einstein at the age of 21. Okay. Look at the picture. How does he look? Now, students, before we go to the paragraph number 7, I just wanted to look over here. See the words that I have underlined. The questions that I have written next to it. Of course, I will be sending you the board work. But see the questions, the words. Why have I underlined that? Because I feel it is important when you are asked in the question number 1 of the board exam. And those answers are 1 marks answers. Where you will have to mention, where you will have to write about it. Now, look here, I am going to send you the board work. I am going to stop here today's class. I will show you the board work now. I also will send you the photo. Today also I will be sending it through Nikul sir. You will receive today's video a little late because internet is little slow. Whatever time you receive the video, I want you to do the homework and the board work that I am sending it to you. Please write the meanings, write the homework date-wise, day-wise. I keep telling you always. Okay? Students, here is the board work. You can see the board. Okay? English subject, a truly beautiful mind. I have written the meanings. Only 6 meanings are there. And there are only 7 questions. You can see already the first one you know it. Why was Einstein was a loner? Of course the answer is there. I am not going to discuss now. What had Einstein to say about Maja, which you already answered, we saw. What did Einstein's friends and playmates call him? Why did Einstein's friends and playmates call him so? What was Albert Einstein's interest? And what did Einstein's mother want him to become? Okay, please do this question answer, write these question answers, read the lesson. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.